Are you over 60 and struggling to lose belly fat, despite eating well and staying active? Well, I want you to know that you're not alone. There's a little-known hormonal shift that could be quietly sabotaging your metabolism. It has nothing to do with willpower and everything to do with biology. But I have good news for you. Once you understand what's really happening inside your body, you can take steps to reverse it. You'll be in control. If that sounds good to you, please listen on. Many people assume belly fat is just a natural part of aging, a result of slowing down, eating a bit more, or exercising less. But that's only part of the story. One of the biggest, least talked about culprits behind stubborn belly fat in your 60s and beyond is a hormonal change most people have never even heard of. It's cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. And after age 60, your body begins producing more of it, even if you don't feel stressed. Why? Because your adrenal glands, which regulate cortisol, start to misfire with age. Add in poor sleep, chronic inflammation, and blood sugar fluctuations, and your body reacts as if it's under threat, storing fat, particularly around your midsection, as a protective mechanism. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults with elevated cortisol levels had significantly more abdominal fat, even if their overall body weight remained normal. So even if the number on the scale looks fine, high cortisol could still be putting your health at risk. And this isn't just any fat. Belly fat at this stage of life is metabolically active. It wraps around your organs, disrupts your hormones, impairs insulin sensitivity, and dramatically raises your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cognitive decline. Most seniors try to fight this with more cardio or by cutting calories. But here's the catch. Those strategies can actually make things worse. When cortisol is already elevated, long workouts and extreme dieting are interpreted by the body as more stress. Cortisol rises even higher, muscle breaks down, metabolism slows, and belly fat increases. It's a frustrating cycle, but one you can break with the right approach. The real solution lies in restoring hormonal balance, not just changing your diet or exercise routine. That means understanding how cortisol interacts with other key hormones like insulin, testosterone, and even estrogen, which still plays a role in both men and women. These hormones don't just decline with age, they shift in complex, interconnected ways. And when cortisol goes unchecked, the whole system can fall out of balance. In the next section, we'll explore the second critical hormone that could be undermining your efforts, and how to bring it back into harmony naturally. Once you hit 60, your body enters a quiet, hormonal struggle, one that most doctors rarely talk about, but that plays a major role in how your body stores and burns fat. Let's start with estrogen. While it's often considered a female hormone, men produce it too, just in smaller amounts. As we age, estrogen levels decline in both sexes. At first glance, that might seem helpful if you're trying to lose weight. But in reality, balanced estrogen is essential for a healthy metabolism. When levels drop too low, the body often reacts by increasing fat storage, especially around the abdomen. Why? Because fat cells can produce estrogen. So, in an attempt to restore hormonal balance, your body holds on to fat like it's trying to solve the problem itself. Now let's talk testosterone. This hormone is often linked to sex drive, but it's also vital for maintaining muscle, energy, and a healthy metabolism. What many people don't realize is that both men and women need testosterone, especially after 60, to keep their metabolic engines running. For men, declining testosterone leads to increased belly fat, reduced energy, and rapid muscle loss. For women, low testosterone contributes to sarcopenia, age-related muscle breakdown, and stubborn weight gain, particularly in the midsection. Research supports this. A 2013 Obesity Reviews study found that low testosterone levels were directly linked to higher visceral fat, even in men with a normal BMI. Another study from the Endocrine Society found that women with slightly higher testosterone had more lean muscle and healthier metabolic markers. Here's where it gets especially tricky. As testosterone drops and estrogen becomes imbalanced, cortisol, the stress hormone, begins to dominate. This creates a hormonal storm. Muscle loss accelerates, metabolism slows, and your body becomes wired to store fat, particularly the kind that surrounds vital organs like the liver and intestines. But this cycle can be reversed. And you don't need injections or prescription hormones to do it. The first key? Better sleep. Deep, uninterrupted sleep naturally boosts testosterone and keeps cortisol in check. Unfortunately, many seniors struggle with sleep quality, which only worsens hormonal imbalances. Second, strength-based movement. Even light resistance training twice a week can stimulate testosterone production, preserve muscle, and improve insulin sensitivity. Once insulin stabilizes, fat storage, especially around the belly, slows down dramatically. Third, targeted nutrition. Key nutrients like zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids are essential for hormone balance. These aren't fads, they're science-backed supports that help regulate testosterone and optimize estrogen function. Bottom line, belly fat after 60 isn't just about lifestyle, it's a hormonal SOS. And the good news is, with the right strategies, you can restore balance and feel like yourself again. In the next section, we'll dive into the foods that are quietly disrupting your hormones, and the ones that can help reset them starting today. If you're over 60 and still struggling to lose stubborn belly fat, despite eating what you think is healthy, the real issue might not be how much you're eating, but what you're eating. Certain everyday foods can silently spike cortisol, throw off hormone balance, and sabotage your metabolism without you even realizing it. Let's start with the biggest hidden disruptor, caffeine. That beloved morning cup of coffee might feel like a harmless ritual, but for aging bodies it's a different story. As we get older, we metabolize caffeine more slowly. One cup, especially on an empty stomach, can raise cortisol levels for hours. Elevated cortisol first thing in the morning can lead to increased belly fat and poor sleep quality at night, creating a vicious cycle that throws hormone balance further out of sync. Next up, refined carbohydrates. White bread, pastries, crackers, and many so-called heart-healthy cereals spike blood sugar almost instantly. In response, your body releases insulin. But when insulin is elevated too often, something that happens easily with refined carbs, it suppresses testosterone, promotes fat storage, and leads to insulin resistance over time. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed more refined carbs had significantly larger waistlines, even when their total calorie intake was similar to those who didn't. Third, industrial seed oils like soybean, corn, and canola. These ultra-processed oils are everywhere, in salad dressings, frozen meals, and even many healthy snacks. They're high in omega-6 fatty acids, which promote inflammation, a major trigger for chronic cortisol release. Worse, they can interfere with how your body produces and balances key hormones like testosterone and estrogen. Fourth is alcohol, especially the daily just one glass of wine routine many retirees fall into. While it may feel relaxing, alcohol can raise estrogen levels in both men and women and suppress testosterone. It also interferes with deep sleep and elevates cortisol, leading to increased fat storage, particularly in the belly. But there's good news. Once you begin replacing these hormone-disrupting ingredients with nourishing, hormone-supportive alternatives, your body starts to shift, often more quickly than you expect. In the next section, we'll reveal the top 5 foods that naturally rebalance hormones, calm cortisol, and help shrink stubborn belly fat, no matter your age. Now that you know which foods may be working against your hormones, it's time to focus on what to put on your plate. Because when you nourish your body with the right foods, those that support hormone balance from the inside out, Belly fat becomes much easier to lose, and energy, sleep, and mood all improve naturally. Let's start with a true hormonal powerhouse, avocados. These creamy fruits are rich in monounsaturated fats, which help stabilize insulin, reduce inflammation, and support healthy testosterone levels. They're also loaded with potassium, a mineral that helps counteract cortisol spikes by regulating sodium and lowering blood pressure, an especially valuable benefit for seniors. In fact, a 2013 study in the Nutrition Journal found that people who regularly ate avocados had lower body weight, smaller waistlines, and better overall metabolic health, even though they consumed more calories on average. Next up, wild-caught salmon, along with other fatty fish like sardines and mackerel. These are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which play a direct role in calming inflammation, reducing cortisol, and improving hormone communication throughout the body. Omega-3s have been shown to help boost testosterone in men, balance estrogen in women, and support a healthy metabolism in both. Not a fan of fish? No problem. Flax seeds and walnuts offer plant-based alternatives with hormone-friendly fats that still deliver excellent benefits. Third, eggs, especially the yolks. Contrary to outdated advice, whole eggs are incredibly beneficial for hormone health. The yolk contains vitamin D, choline, and cholesterol, all essential building blocks for hormones like testosterone and estrogen. Without enough of these nutrients, your body struggles to maintain hormonal balance. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who regularly included eggs in their diet had better testosterone levels and retained more lean muscle mass than those who avoided them. Fourth on the list, leafy greens such as spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These vegetables are loaded with magnesium, a mineral crucial for over 300 processes in the body, including hormone regulation. Magnesium helps reduce cortisol, calm the nervous system, and improve sleep quality, all of which are key for shedding stubborn belly fat. And finally, dark berries like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. These low-sugar, high-fiber fruits are packed with antioxidants called polyphenols that help reduce inflammation, balance insulin levels, and support a healthy gut microbiome. Since your gut plays a major role in hormone production and cortisol regulation, feeding it well is essential. When you consistently include these 5 foods in your diet, you're not just supporting weight loss, you're nourishing your entire hormonal ecosystem. And once your hormones begin working with you rather than against you, you'll notice the difference. Better sleep, a calmer mind, more energy, a leaner belly, and a lighter mood. But food is only part of the equation. In the next section, you'll discover a powerful, research-backed lifestyle shift that can significantly lower cortisol, boost testosterone, and kickstart your metabolism in just 7 days. And it has nothing to do with diet or exercise. There's a reason most diets and workouts stop working after 60, and it's not because your body is broken. It's because almost all conventional advice ignores the true master switch of your metabolism, your nervous system. Here's the simple truth. If your body is stuck in a chronic fight-or-flight state, even at a low background level, your hormones can't rebalance no matter how clean you eat or how much you walk. And for many people over 60, this subtle stress response becomes the new normal. It shows up as poor sleep, sugar cravings, brain fog, mood swings, and of course, that stubborn belly fat that won't budge. So what's the real fix? It's not more willpower. It's not another supplement. It's something far more powerful and surprisingly simple: strategic relaxation. This isn't about meditating in silence for hours or booking a wellness retreat. It's about taking 15 intentional minutes a day to activate your body's built-in reset button, the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as rest and repair mode. The easiest way to do this? Diaphragmatic breathing, also called belly breathing. This technique helps lower cortisol, regulate insulin, and reset hormonal rhythms, all without lifting a finger. A study published in Psychoneuroendocrinology found that just 15 minutes a day of this breathing practice significantly lowered cortisol levels in seniors within 1 week. Additional research links it to improved testosterone levels, reduced blood pressure, better sleep, and even a slimmer waistline. Here's how to do it. Sit comfortably in a quiet place. Place one hand on your chest, one on your belly. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, letting your belly expand, not your chest. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat for 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. No workouts, no fancy equipment, just breath, rhythm, and presence. But here's the key: consistency. The real transformation happens on day 4, 5, 6. That's when cortisol starts to naturally drop. You begin sleeping more deeply, your appetite evens out, mood lifts, your body stops clinging to fat and starts trusting again. Pair this daily breathing ritual with the hormone-balancing foods we covered earlier, and you've created a science-backed, zero-resistance system that works with your body instead of against it. Because after 60, the goal isn't to push harder, it's to signal smarter. And when you send your body the right message, calm, nourishment, rhythm, your hormones respond quickly and beautifully. Coming up next, we'll bring it all together. You'll learn the 3 daily habits that, when done in the right order, can transform your metabolism, energy, and belly fat in just 21 days. No extremes, no guesswork. Your 3-step daily hormone reset plan. By now, you know why your body's been working against you, and more importantly, how to realign it. But knowledge alone doesn't create change. It's your daily habits that shift your hormones from store fat mode to burn fat mode. Here's a simple, science-backed 3-step plan designed for adults over 60. It's gentle, effective, and works with your body, not against it. Step 1. Morning Metabolism Reset. What you do within 30 minutes of waking sets your hormonal rhythm for the rest of the day. Instead of grabbing your phone or coffee, head outside for 5 to 10 minutes of natural light exposure, even on cloudy days. This helps lower overnight cortisol and boosts serotonin, which later converts into melatonin, your sleep and recovery hormone. Next, have a protein-rich breakfast within 30 to 60 minutes. Aim for options like eggs with spinach and avocado, Greek yogurt with berries and flax seeds, a chia pudding or smoothie with a scoop of clean protein powder. This stabilizes blood sugar, reduces stress hormones, and signals to your body that it's safe, so it doesn't need to cling to fat. Step 2. Midday movement. Magnesium cortisol naturally dips in the afternoon, making this the perfect time for gentle movement that builds muscle and balances hormones. Try a 15-minute strength session. Think bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, or light resistance bands. New to exercise? Even chair workouts or a brisk walk counts. The goal is to activate your muscles because they're your metabolic engine. Then, enjoy a magnesium-rich lunch. A leafy green salad with pumpkin seeds and olive oil. Lentils with sautéed Swiss chard. Avocado on sprouted grain toast with sunflower seeds. Magnesium reduces stress, improves insulin sensitivity, and helps you sleep better, crucial for restoring hormonal balance. Step 3. Evening calm-down ritual. This is the secret step most people skip, and it's where real change happens. Before bed, spend 15 minutes in diaphragmatic belly breathing. You can pair this with a warm bath using Epsom salts, or sip a cup of herbal tea with calming herbs like chamomile or lemon balm. Then, turn off screens at least 45 minutes before bed. Blue light blocks melatonin, the hormone that repairs your body, balances your sex hormones, and burns fat during sleep. Finally, aim to be asleep by 10 p.m. Why? Because your hormonal repair window peaks between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Miss it and cortisol creeps back in, undoing your progress. This plan may seem simple, but it works. It's not flashy, it's not trending on TikTok. but it's built on real science and decades of clinical success. Thousands of seniors who felt stuck for years have transformed their energy, confidence, and waistlines using this exact daily rhythm. The difference? They stopped fighting their biology and started working with it. Coming up, the hidden fat-burning hormone almost no one talks about. You've learned how cortisol, testosterone, insulin, and estrogen all work together to regulate your metabolism. But there's one last hormone, one that determines whether your results stick or slip away. It's called adiponectin, and it may be the most important hormone for long-term fat loss after 60. Adiponectin is made by your fat cells, but here's the twist. The leaner you are, the more of it you produce. It acts like a master switch that signals your body to burn fat instead of store it, improves insulin sensitivity, lowers inflammation system-wide. But here's the catch. Adiponectin levels naturally decline with age, especially if you carry extra belly fat. And when levels fall too low, your metabolism slows to a crawl, no matter how healthy your diet or how much you move. One study in the American Journal of Physiology found that low adiponectin was the #1 predictor of belly fat in older adults, more than diet, exercise, or even overall body weight. So how do you boost it? The good news: adiponectin is incredibly responsive to small, targeted changes, like intermittent fasting. Just 12 to 14 hours overnight can increase levels by up to 30%. Cold exposure. A brisk walk in cool air or a quick cold shower stimulates fat-burning brown fat. Turmeric and green tea, which naturally trigger adiponectin production. And most importantly, deep, uninterrupted sleep, your body's prime time for adiponectin release. When you combine all the habits you've learned so far, cortisol control, gut-friendly foods, nervous system balance, and circadian alignment, adiponectin kicks in like a metabolic thermostat. That's when fat loss becomes effortless. You stop counting calories, you stop dieting, and your body starts burning fat like it wants to, because it does. But there's one more twist. In our next video, we'll reveal the surprising morning habit that either spikes your adiponectin or completely shuts it down, depending on how you do it. Once you know the difference, you'll know exactly how to trigger your body's natural fat-burning mode.